Hey everybody, Edo here, and this is Tidal Blades Banner Festival. Now, I actually saw James Hudson posting about this online. This is going up for pre-order or retail soon, and he asked if anyone was interested in reviewing it or previewing it. I guess this is the review copy, and I rose my hand on social media because Tidal Blades was this huge game, and I couldn't get it to the table enough. So the idea of a small, fast game in the Tidal Blades universe to me was super exciting, and he sent it along and not disappointed. So in Tidal Blades Banner Festival, we are all playing as merchants, and what we are trying to do is score the most victory points by playing cards and manipulating this board. I'll talk all about it. Now, it was funny, I called these victory points, and my son was like, they didn't name it anything other than victory points? Like, come on, don't they have a fancy name? And they're profit tokens, so you're trying to get the most profit as merchants, and there's nothing wrong with that. And so what you're going to be doing is, essentially, this is sort of a sophisticated trick-taking game in a way. Everyone, you based on the number of players, you set up the board, but essentially you have this circular play space. There's two regions, which are halves of the board, and then there's 4 quadrants. So quadrants and regions, which are halves. And then you have the gate, the boats, and you have some fruit. And the fruit is the gummy fruit, like in Tidal Blades, which is fantastic. So you're going to get the right number of cards, and then each player is going to get a hand of 8 cards. I think it's 7 and 5, a 5-player game. And these cards are just a suit or color, and then a number. So, you know, like a deck of cards. 4 suits, 0 to 9, so 10 total numbers. And essentially, we are all on our turn going to pick a card and simultaneously reveal it. So, what makes that interesting is basically based on where the gate is, which quadrant it is, it defines the trump suit, the color which is most valuable. So if it's in yellow, it's the yellow, teal, purple, and orange, but the next valuable suit rotates with the circle. So when you're in yellow, the next valuable suit is teal, purple, etc. Actually, I have an old game. This game is more successful than the old one, but Heroes and Tricks, an old game we made, had this sort of rotating suit power thing in a little way. But anyway, so, you know, any yellow-orange card, any yellow card in this case is worth more than any teal, and that's worth more than any purple. And so you also are playing ranks, so if there's 2 yellows, you're going to see who has the highest number in yellow, they're the winner. But if there's only 1 yellow, that person wins and you move on through it. You do this little calculation. And what's neat about this is you're looking for a few things. You're looking for who's the winner, who's the loser, and who's in the middle. And those all do different things. So if you are the winner, you are going to get to move your jet ski, the race, from where it is to the gate. Now, moving the jet ski eventually all the way around the board, and there's other ways to move it, but this is one of the ways, all the way around the board means you get to go to your character cards and basically complete one and move on to the next, or upgrade your character. And every time you do, it's worth more profit at the end of the game, with the last one being worth 28 profit. So it's a pretty good profit track. And then you also can get some bonuses based on tiles to earn some extra fruit. Okay, so that's what racing's about. Then, if you are let's go to the lowest. If you're in the lowest position, 2 things are going to happen. One, each of these cards has a special ability or event that happens if you have played the card in the losing position. Sometimes they let you get to place an extra banner, which I'll talk about. Some of them let you move your ship around, your water boat, whatever it is, ship. Some are worth victory points, some get you fruit, that kind of thing. But also a lot of them give you better benefits based on where you are on the board. So there's this really interesting thing about, oh, I want this ability, but if I use it here, it's not worth anything. Lots of interesting decisions around which cards you're going to play. Folks in the middle get to place banners. So within your quadrant, you're going to place banners, and you're going to do this. It's a little, you got to wrap your head around it, but basically, you know, you weren't the winning card, you weren't the losing card, so you're going to look at the cards you played. So in this case, let's say it's for example here, this purple 2. This is one of the middle cards. So in yellow, the first spot here, which is hard to read from there, says odd. Well, this is not odd, I don't get that. but it is purple, and this next one has a purple and a blue, so I get to put my banner there. Well, each one of these has a bonus. The first one gives you an extra banner. The next one gives you a fruit, 1 fruit, 2 fruit, and if they're all filled up, you place in the middle, you know, in the centerpiece. The cool thing about this is part of the whole halve, so it's essentially in both quadrants. But you're just building up banners, getting some bonuses. But again, the banners become important because, one, a lot of the abilities say if there's a banner in this quadrant, or for each banner in this region, etc., as well as at the end of each round, where a round is playing all 8 cards, we're then going to basically look for majority in the regions in order to get victory profit tokens. So area control or majority in here gets you more profit tokens, and you know, it's friendly ties. Like first place gets 6, second place 3, last first 1. So the only other element is you're collecting these fruits. This is sort of neat. When all the fruits are collected, there's a fruit party or fruit festival, whatever it's called, and then the player with the most is going to get a profit for each fruit, and then everyone else is going to get half rounded up. Oh, also, the player who is in last position gets to move the gate 1 to 4 spots, and that's important because you're going to essentially set where it is, like what color is going to be the trump color. It could set, like, you might have a character that wants to get a 7, to get a, like this character, you know, oh, I'm going to get a free fruit if I'm on 6, and my boat lands there. So if I put the gate there, and then I win that hand, my boat will move to the gate. And I'll be like, hey, free fruit. It's like a bet, I guess. I did find, you know, there's a lot going on. Okay, there isn't that much going on, but there's a lot of little things you have to explain and teach. You know, for a game where you're basically just, it's a trick-taking game where there's a winning, loser, middle, and this idea of the rotating suits and rotating trumps. Like, you have to explain all these different parts. But once you get it going, I like the decisions. I like the choices you're making. It plays pretty quick, and I think with a table that's learned how to play, you'll move through this cycle really quickly. It's 2 to 5 players, says it plays in 30. Certainly agree with that. And again, you're going to do 3 rotations. No solo mode to Jessica's chagrin, but it's also a game that I think would be, you'd have to be pretty heavy-handed to pull a solo game out of this. Anyway, so I like the aesthetic. I like the vibe. I don't dive too deep into the actual fictional world, but it feels and looks a little different. And I look forward to more lightweight games that are leveraging this brand IP. So this is Banner Festival. Hey everybody, Edo here, and thanks for watching Gaming with Edo. Reviews over here on this playlist, League and Insider videos over here on this one. Subscribe, share, all that good stuff. But most importantly, play some great games. Thanks.